Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine with Behind the Markets. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, September 10th. And I just found out that Spain has an annual ritual called Tomatina, which is a food fight using tomatoes. That is amazing. And it's based on a food fight between children that happened originally in 1945. So apparently, once a year, people get together in Spain and we just throw tomatoes at each other, which is probably one of the best ideas I have ever heard. I've always thought I want to go to Spain to run with the bulls, run with the bulls. No, I want to go to Spain to get part of this big food fight with tomatoes. That sounds like a lot of fun. No teams, no points, no referees. That's it. Just a big food fight with tomatoes. Anyway, today I'd like to talk about big merger happening in the copper industry. Anglo American and Teck are merging into a $53 billion copper giant. And guys, copper is the new oil. It is a big deal. It's become so valuable, actually, to make a penny. It costs more in copper to make the penny than the penny's worth by a large margin, which is why the president has talked about stopping the production of pennies, which I actually don't support, because I was just to raise the prices. But anyway, so, what's really happening in the copper industry is really interesting. And we put out a video documentary on this last month or the month before, about 6 weeks ago. And it's really compelling. It takes you behind the scenes of the crazy advances being made in the copper industry and why copper really is the new gold. And one company, and this is really what we're talking about in Breakthrough Wealth that we've recommended in Breakthrough Wealth, basically invented a way to extract copper from old mines by using like a copper fracking technique, which is astonishing, really. And all these other companies in the industry have to have a competitive response to that. So what do? They start merging and bulking up and doing all these things so that they can actually compete with this company. We talk all about it in that documentary. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's very interesting to see how important copper is, not just to EVs, that's obvious, to EVs and those types of things. It's just unbelievable how important it is to AI, to everything. It really is, after all these years, it really is the one metal that electricity runs upon. There's nothing that has come around that is just as effective and as useful as copper is. So really pushing American mining, these companies are trying to scale so that they can compete more effectively in this area. So I just wanted to urge you to watch that video if you haven't seen it already. It's included in this email. And I also wanted to say that we're really going to be talking about Friday. I'm very excited about a new opportunity in the private markets. So I wanted to talk about that today. I was just reading it up. I was up really early this morning, really studying this. Really a private company that's doing medicine, basically, with an experienced CEO, with big venture capitalists backing them, and a NVIDIA partnership. So it's very exciting. I'm going to be talking about that later this week. Very excited about all this stuff. We have so many wonderful things to talk about, so many wonderful opportunities coming. But I urge you to watch our copper video. If you haven't, you'll get an idea as to why Anglo American and Teck are merging and what's really going on here and why this is so important to our national security. Anyway, short video for you today. That's all I have. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow.